time. I saw we did have one where a loser just kept plugging away instead of forfeiting and looked like a little over 5 hours, but and looks like are we off? Yeah. And looks like Wooden Sword is in the vanilla location.
It's not too terribly surprising, given that it's a separate flag from Shuffle in the Caves. And we already see a route divergence. And I'm thinking we have non-shuffled caves.
Is that... yeah, that's level 1 at level 1's location. Oh, and we have Boomstick.
That is going to be wonderful if either player can afford it. So what the Boomstick does is when you see the book in that shop, if you purchase that book, instead of adding a fire to the magical wand's magic beam, it adds an explosion effect, similar to what you would get from bombs. And this can be used to damage your enemies, open bombable walls, and if you can aim it right, open up bombable caves. And we are also in a second quest overworld. We seem to be seeing a lot of these non-shuffled second quest overworlds lately. I've got both pretty much synced up, so I think... oh, it looks like ChessjerkSDA has left level 1 without picking up... oh, have we seen the boomerang? Yes, I think we have. Looks like it was in level 1. So ChessjerkSDA is now going to go into level 1. And at this point, I believe both players probably know the caves are not shuffled. And the magical key is the other item. My apologies that I didn't catch either. I was doing a time sync. So we now know that dungeon items are shuffled. And having both an early... go ahead.
Was fine, but then everything seemed to freeze up, so I'll get back to you in a little bit.
Alrighty. So we find that looks like the red candle was the Armos item, which is going to be a good find to have early, especially with no candle. And ChessjerkSDA opts to pass on Lord Banana. Interesting choice. Early Triforce in level 1. That's good to know. Looks like secrets are not shuffled, but that's not too surprising, given that shop prices aren't shuffled. We do definitely have an enemy shuffle on the overworld. And that confirms we are in second quest. And enemy HP is not 0. It might be normal. I'll need to look at some more enemies to determine that for certain, but we definitely have non-zero enemy HP. And it's starting to look like just standard enemies. So, White Sword, a magical sword, will be good to pick up. If he did, I didn't catch him picking up the Triforce. Looks like ChessjerkSDA is heading over towards level 3. And it looks like he's maybe trying to get some bombs off of these moblins. Fortunately, he doesn't get any. And he is going to have to use a bomb on this wall because I'm pretty sure there's no way to enter this screen from the left side. Okay, Zardia was bomb blocked out of 1. Thank you, chat. We immediately find that any key being put to good use, allowing him to get deeper into level 3 without having to worry about keys. Now, we might get a peek at the coast item here. Looks like Zardia is going to go ahead and purchase some bombs. And we find a map of 3 confirming we do not have shapes. If there was any question. And it's starting to... Okay, so the recorder is the item on the coast. Which, given this is a second quest overworld, that is going to be incredibly important to unlock both level 2 and level 6. And looking at ChessjerkSDA's side, I'm starting to think we do not have dungeon rooms shuffled between dungeons. So while they're shuffled within their own dungeon, they're not going to be shuffled cross-dungeon. Zardia is going for the tree clip to get into level 8. And in level 8, he's going to be looking for 2 items, both within staircases. Find an early old man, signaling that so far we have vanilla hints. We do find a Gliok with non-zero HP. Not really surprising there. And ChessjerkSDA picks up a compass in 3. Zardia opting to leave 8 and come back in. And we have ChessjerkSDA still on the hunt for the item in 3. Manhandle in its normal room. That's interesting. It's starting to look like enemies are not shuffled between rooms. Gets the fairy drop there. I imagine he might have been looking for a bomb drop. But yeah, based on... Based on what I'm seeing as of right now, it looks like enemies are not shuffled in the rooms. Which is kind of interesting. Zardia putting that red candle to use on the coast, getting a bomb drop for his efforts. And it looks like he is not going back to level 8 yet. He might have been ladder blocked, though. Didn't quite catch if he ran into a Chevy room early. I'm trying to... And ChessjerkSDA takes the first death of the seed in level 3. It still looks like we're on track for vanilla cave locations. I'm just not superbly familiar with where all the door repairs are in second quest.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm familiar with second quest at all, so I won't be able to help you on that one.
I'm familiar with where the dungeons are and the actual second quest dungeons themselves, and all the important things like White Sword, Mags, 100 Secret, all that. But as far as, oh, there's this door repair over here in this spot of Death Mountain, I have no idea. It looks like Zardia is heading up towards the northeast. And there goes my dryer buzzer. I knew it was going to come when I was talking.
Yep.
Ugh. One of these days, I'll figure out how to make that thing quieter. And or do something else. So ChessjerkSDA finds the bow in level 3.
That's a good pickup.
You know, maybe Laws is right. Maybe going up to the northeast early is a little bit of a, not necessarily a mistake, but an interesting choice, given that we know caves are not shuffled. Also, Laws, I'm living in an apartment, so I don't actually know offhand what brand this dryer is, but it may be. It may be the same brand. So ChessjerkSDA is going to go ahead and get the Triforce out of level 3, having obtained the bow.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. So with the bow in level 3, and if it is true that level 8 was ladder blocked, which I didn't quite catch if it was, we may be looking at a ladder white sword item required. And if that's the case, and it is not a 4-heart ladder, we may see these players have to start going back into dungeons already to get some heart containers.
Now that would be an interesting twist. It's I've never seen a seed where that much of that many of the dungeons were essentially white sword item blocked.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you see every day.
And ladder probably would be the most likely item to cause that. If you did have random dungeon locations in it's possible that a power bracelet, or if it's second quest overworld, a recorder could do that, especially if both the power bracelet and the recorder are required for a lot of dungeons. Theoretically, you could have a second quest overworld seed where you can't get into any dungeons without picking up the white sword item, because the power bracelet is the white sword item, and the recorder is in a power bracelet block dungeon, and all of them are recorder or power bracelet blocked, or vice versa. That would definitely be interesting if the players were forced to find the take any caves just to get into a single dungeon. I think I'm going to call that for things I'm looking for in the future.
So, not only would that be very interesting, but we're actually in a very similar situation to that right now, because we have the ladder as the white sword item. And ChessjerkSDA is going to buy a blue candle, which, seeing as he hasn't found the red candle yet, I don't disagree with the play, although he is close to the red candle location. To answer the question of, are players allowed to open up a Google page to the second quest cave cheat sheet? Yes, as long as they do not gain any information about where the other racer is or what items they have not found yet are. So ChessjerkSDA is going to find level 8, and we already see Czardia going back into level 1 to get that heart container, because he's going to need that ladder to get anywhere in the seed now. Seeing as he doesn't have the Triforce yet, it'll also be beneficial to him on that front. And ChessjerkSDA, I believe, is about to find himself ladder blocked out of 8. It is the Chevy room. So you need that white sword item if you want to complete this seed even more than I think we've ever seen yet. So now the hunt is on for bonus caves. And I got a feeling, given so far how the seed has been, we might be looking at a 6-heart ladder, which means that they would need to get the heart containers out of both 1 and 3, and also that heart container from the Take Any up in the graveyard, just to be able to go on in this seed. ChessjerkSDA is going to go ahead and pick up that large secret. I certainly don't disagree with him going to get that now. And it looks like he's on his way to the graveyard to pick up the heart container out of the free cave. Opting to go the long way instead of doing a wrap. And it looks like Czardia is also heading in that direction. Now, with the ladder being the white sword item, that now guarantees that... Actually, no, it does not. Never mind, because the recorder's on the coast. If the recorder had not been on the coast, it would guarantee that either the recorder or the power bracelet, or potentially even both, is contained within 7 and 8. But the only thing we can say for certain right now is that the raft will not be in 4, and the power bracelet will not be in 5, because you need those items to get into those dungeons. Yes, a required item as the white sword item early in a seed is... I don't think I've seen it yet in this tournament until today. ChessjerkSDA finding out that the secret is in the tree at the dead end. Opting to go ahead and save, and he might head back towards level 1 to get the heart container there. But I'm not sure.
Good
quite
idea.
yet.
If he, I definitely like this. The a required white sword item early. That is definitely going to be something to remember.
And it looks to me like ChessjerkSDA is heading back towards level 8. And we have shuffled drop groups because that red lever just dropped a bomb.
It's good to know. And we have a Take Any on Zardia's side. And he'll take that heart, he'll save, and where's he heading?
Purity. The Armos item was found. It is the Armos directly east of level 2, and it was the red candle. Ah. He could still be thinking that's a ladder. Which he should find it right here, if he checks. No, he's not checking that one. Interesting.
Ooh, that's, it's gonna be interesting.
Okay, it was Lost Hills Armos. My apologies about that. I got those two mixed up.
Yep, and he finds the red candle and does not take it? No, he will take it. No, he won't take it. Okay, he obviously didn't get a good look at it before.
And given that he already has the blue candle and it's a non-zero HP seed, I certainly don't disagree with not picking it up. Although there is the factor that it was just right there laying on the ground, but at this point he doesn't need it.
And he's heading up to first quest level 5. Oh, for the fill-up, yes. Sorry, I'm not as familiar with second quest. Didn't realize that was a fairy fountain.
Yes, that is one of the interesting places that it is there, and at vanilla level 2 that are no longer open caves. So it actually starts to limit your options if White Sword Cave is shuffled as to where you have to look. And a pretty tough screen with 4 red Lionels in order to get to the White Sword.
This ain't enough to talk, but it was enough to tell him that he doesn't really want to get the hint caves because they're pretty vanilla as well.
We got
4 hearts
a
is not enough.
5-heart
5
ladder.
hearts is enough. So the default amount.
That is going to give Czardia a pretty big edge at this point because Chestrick now has to go back to level 1, get the heart container, then go back to the ladder and pick it up.
Yes.
So it looks like Czardia is going to head straight back to level 8, which, given we're not in shapes and that it has 2 items...
Oh, definitely. And if you know dungeon layouts, that is the dungeon with 2 items is a good one to go to.
Although it looks like he is going to head to the coast and pick up that recorder first. Not even sure if he'll go into 8 or if he'll just go into 2, actually.
Yep, there's an Aquamentus kill, and there is the 5th heart for ChessjerkSDA.
So he is now eligible to pick up that white sword. Or ladder, rather.
White ladder. We'll call it the white ladder.
I'm just kind of... I was probably trying to say white sword item and just didn't get the item out.
Oh, it's... yeah. I mean, it's the white sword. I have it on my tracker just as white sword. Which means one of these times I'm going to track it as white sword, white sword.
Nice. So it looks like Czardia.
White sword is the white sword, yes.
Czardia is picking up money to get the boomstick, probably.
That would be one option.
And given that we have yet to see a wizard dungeon, I don't disagree with doing that before you find one. Though it looks like we may not have shuffled enemy sets. We'll have to see a couple more dungeons to be sure. But we have Darknuts in 3, and I want to say we had Gurias in 1.
Darknuts in 3, that's generic. We're about to see what's in 2.
Yes, Cheap Safe. I'm pretty sure he's going for the heart to make sure he's guaranteed to pick up that ladder. Meanwhile, Czardia goes ahead and goes into level 2. And he's going to be looking for an item that is a floor drop.
Enemy set, but...
And if we weren't sure before, we can now probably confirm for certain that we have vanilla hints.
Yes.
And old man, I'm sorry to say, there was no sword on top of the waterfall. It was a piece of wood. A good piece of wood, but a piece of wood.
And we do have snakes in level 2, which means it is a Guria set. So I think non-shuffled enemy sets seems like a good bet now.
Yeah. Looks like ChessjerkSDA is going to go back for the ladder. Now, given where he's at, will he up and A out, or will he make a play for level 7? More than likely, I'm thinking he's going to up and A out, but that is an option for him.
I was going to say the other... I was thinking the other thing. He might go into...
Well, first he's got to get past these P-hats, and they're just hanging around that ladder.
Oh, yeah. Those P-hats are being nasty. He uses a bomb to kill some of the Lionels. He's, I think, going to just try to move them around, get a better...
This is one of the times when I think the boomerang in a non-zero HP seed would be helpful, because you could just stun them and go.
It would, but he uses bombs to great effect.
Yes.
And he will just up and A out of there.
My guess is he's going to follow the same path as Czardia, go ahead and grab the recorder and go into level 2. So overall, we've seen very similar paths from both players without really that much of a divergence. Czardia's going to find the Triforce, but keep searching for the item. And it looks like the room drops are not shuffled, which means he's going to be looking for a 4-statue room. Oh, ChessjerkSDA does go back into 8. So let's see what he finds in here, besides just Zal's and Keys. He does find a staircase.
And it is, I think we can confirm now, if we hadn't already, we can confirm non-shuffled enemies.
That is correct, Cyberchow. So it looks like Czardia has the Triforce in 2 and is going to go back in to find the item.
Yeah.
ChessjerkSDA finds the passageway in level 8. Looks like the item in level 2 is right next to the start room. Let's take out these blue Gurias, and he gets the raft.
The raft. Good pickup, because vanilla dungeon locations means that all of the so-called required items will be required, with the possible exception, oddly enough, of the bow and silver arrows, because we're not guaranteed a forced Ganon.
That is absolutely correct, and at this point, the only item that Czardia and eventually ChessjerkSDA will still need is the power bracelet. Czardia is going to head into level 4 now. Meanwhile, ChessjerkSDA is going to tackle this room full of dark nuts and bunnies to try to get those doors to open. Which, with just wood sword, this might take him a little bit of time. I'd almost think it'd be better to leave this dungeon for now and come back later. Czardia grabs the Triforce in level 4. That puts him up to 4? I want to say 4. I don't have the fancy stream overlay up because I have so much other stuff going. But I want to say he's at 4 Triforce pieces.
But
3.
Is it 3? Okay.
3. We're getting the confirmation that it's only 3 of them.
Looks like he's going back for the item. Definitely agree with this, knowing that the power bracelet is still in play.
Yes, power bracelet is still in play, and there is 4 is a smaller dungeon, so it's not a. If you have to dig a dungeon, this would be one you'd want to.
Yep.
And
potential staircase room right here.
ChessjerkSDA is still battling the bunnies and dark nuts. He is tenacious. We'll give him that. Yeah.
And it looks like Keese will drop items when split out of the Vires, which can be really good in potentially level 9 if he needs bomb drops, if they're part of that group. Now, unfortunately for ChessjerkSDA in this case, if he does take a death at any point or has to up an A, he will have to clear that room out again because there's no bubbles or anything to stop the spawning of the enemies. You find the power bracelet is in level 4.
Power bracelet is in 4, so that means that all of the required items have been located, except for the silver arrows, which, now, as always, may or may not be required.
Now, that's probably going to put Czardia in Triforce and Go mode, now that he has everything he needs.
Well, not necessarily. There is still the silver arrows, just in case they are required, but he might be, he might because I believe it is a separate flag for 9's items being shuffled out compared to just the other items being shuffled. So
That is correct.
So that means that gambling on just going to 9 without the silver arrows probably is better bet in this format, because there's the 50% chance that it's just the white sword is the first item found in level 8.
That's going to be a good find for Chessjerk, especially with a non-zero HP seed.
And he gets bodied by the bunnies.
It's supposed to be Easter, though. The bunnies are supposed to be nice. They hide eggs for the kids to go find. So, Czardia is now in level 3. He will find the bow in here, which, for some reason, I had it in my head that he had already been in this dungeon, but that was Chessjerk.
Ah, yes, that's why you thought that he already had 4 Triforces.
Yep. Chessjerk is going to take the staircase in level 8 this time. Finds himself just one room over.
Ugh, troll staircase.
Yes, although we do need to mention that his Dark Knight fighting skills are quite good to be able to handle that room, especially with just Woodsword. And it looks like he does have an alternate way out, so that does let him avoid fighting those Dark Knights in the future.
He just says nope to the manhandler and finds a compass in a room with, count them, 8 Pole's voices.
It is a lot of sword stabs. Thankfully, he does have the light sword, so it will go a little faster.
Yeah.
And according to the chat, the tracker just died.
It was a second. I already admitted to the fault before it happened. We're good.
Alrighty.
But he gets a fairy drop, so now he's got plenty of health and one more bunny to go.
Yeah, he'll definitely clear this room out. And with that compass, he now knows where the Triforce is, which will be very good. And it's deep in 8 too.
Yep, and he's going to check to the east, and nope. Wants no part of that Goma because he didn't, even though he has the bow, he has not bought arrows.
He finds himself back in the room with the bunnies.
Yes, where he found the white sword.
Yep.
And he decides to go south. That's not going to help.
Probably trying to get a little bit of a better spawn.
Trying to get a better spawn, yeah. And
more bunnies.
Picks up the Triforce out of 3.
Chessjerk has found the second item.
Could be the item. Yep, this will be the item. It is the Bloomerang, the magical boomerang.
The inferior model, and Chessjerk is definitely going to pass on that, being 33 minutes into this scene.
Why is he fighting these enemies, or does he have to go north and then go west to get to that Triforce?
That's what I think he's thinking, and it's definitely not a bad call to make at this point. Plus, I think the corridor staircase room in 8 is a drop, and it has bombs.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm not really good with room drops or anything. I'm not exactly an expert Zelda player.
It's alright, though. I mean... Oh! Sniped by a bunny right before the Triforce.
Yeah.
That's That's gotta hurt. And he's leaving? He's leaving.
What is it? Oh, I think I know what he's doing. He's going to come back here once he has arrows, because those bunnies were just murdering him. I think he's going to come back to this dungeon later. Hope he can find silver arrows, that they're not 9, and if he can't, he'll just have to come back once he's, because he already knows the items. He can just go back later or now. Yep, there's an arrow purchase.
Now that could prove to be very good for him if we find a Goma block in any of these later dungeons.
Yeah, the race I called earlier today had a Goma block. Now, silver arrows were easy enough to pick up, so it was actually silver arrows were the coast item in that seed, so, and the Goma block was in which is it? Again, I'm not as familiar with Second Quest. I believe it was 7, or is it, which one is the one that you need the ladder to get into?
That is 7.
7, yes. So there was a Goma block in there, so they would have been able to get silver arrows anyway. And
Czardia has picked up the Triforce in level 6 and is promptly leaving, which, even if he's not in Triforce and Go mode, having a wood sword and no ring going into a Wizard dungeon is definitely not something you want to do.
Ah, good point. Yeah, that happened so quickly I hadn't even noticed he was in 6.
Yeah, he just went in, got Triforce, got out. Looks
that's the way to do it. And take any roads seem to be at their vanilla locations.
Yep. ChessjerkSDA is in level 2. He has picked up the raft. So he's probably just going to grab the Triforce and go. Not even worry about the heart container. Boomstick purchase on Czardia.
Boomstick, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a good thing, though. We don't know where the wand is.
And if it's deep in level 7 and Czardia's going, just grab Triforce and go.
I was going to say, if wand is in 6, which he already noped on out of, that would be just a waste of 200 rupees.
Yeah, that would have been much better spent on a blue ring or bomb upgrades even.
Yeah, it's is it wrong of me to hope that wand is in 6 now?
No, because I'm secretly hoping the same thing.
We commentators are so sadistic, aren't we?
I think that's what they pay us for.
They don't pay us.
Wait, we pay you? Oh, that's a good one.
You were redirecting all of the donations you get on your stream directly to our bank accounts?
What donations? Oh, this hurts. Okay. Done.
But no, just...
We managed to crack up our restreamer.
Yep. Maybe because of a minor panic attack in the process, but that's okay. He'll live. I hope.
And we've got Czardia in 7. I've forgotten who's on which side already by now. It's
Well, the way I'm remembering it is ChessjerkSDA is going with normal tunic and Czardia is running around with the dark blue tunic. So here in level 4, ChessjerkSDA should find the power bracelet, which is required, and an early compass in level 7.
Find
early
that.
Triforce.
Ooh, yeah, another quick Triforce. It looks like. Speaking of which, just grab the Triforce. He'll probably go back in. Yes, he will.
So, let's see. ChessJerk, I imagine, will be looking for items until he finds the power bracelet, because he does not have that yet, although he will pick it up here.
Yes, he will. And let's see if Czardia goes back in. Probably won't.
No, and
No, he won't. So,
that's interesting that he opted to save there instead of go straight into level 5, which is right next door.
yeah, that is very strange as well. What's he up to? And he purchased the book, but with he's now left 2 dungeons without the wand. That is kind of a curious decision to buy the book when you don't have the wand yet and are in Triforce and Go mode.
Yes, MTI, the power bracelet is needed for level 5 in the vanilla second quest layout, which is what we have here. Now, is he banking on... He might be banking on the wand being an 8, because he still has to go through that, and the Triforce is pretty deep in 8.
Yes, but does he know that yet? He does not, does he?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were in that situation, I'd definitely... I don't think I would buy the book without the wand.
No, I don't think I would either. And if you have that many rupees, you might as well save up the extra little bit or get another 30 secret and just go buy a blue ring.
Yeah, I mean, he's over 50 rupees now, so he definitely would have had enough if he'd saved up a bit more.
Looks like we're about to have both players in level 8 now. Which, Zardi is probably going to spend a good bit of time in here without that compass, whereas no, he's not going to 8. Interesting.
No, he's heading north. He's probably going to head to 5 now.
Yep, that's what it looks like, and I don't disagree with him at all on doing that.
Yes, but as you said, why not just go right over there when he had been at 7?
He could be saving it for right at the end to get a quick Triforce refill and then just go straight to 9. Because he knows where the Triforce is and he's explored enough of 8 to know the layout of it. Which I don't necessarily disagree with, because you will go into 9 with full health at that point.
No, my mistake. It was the one who had been at 7 was Zardia, not ChessjerkSDA. I got mixed up.
In an early Triforce at level 5, ChessjerkSDA, he's probably going to check these couple of rooms to see if there's an item.
Yeah, still looking for items.
Which, this could be it right here. It is, and it's the magical shield.
Magical shield, and he will not take it.
So now we know that unless the silvers and red ring are not in 9, Zardi has already passed on the wand.
Well, no, we only know one of the 2 items in 8, correct?
No, the 2 items in 8 were the white sword and the bloomerang.
Oh, I forgot to. Yes, that's correct. I forgot to put the bloomerang down.
So that means the wand has to be in level 6 or 7 alongside the heart container, if silvers and red ring are in 9.
Yes, that is correct. So, we're definitely going to have to ask Zardia about that when we get him in the chat afterwards.
Yeah. Because it's always a gamble when you buy the boomstick without the wand, but if you're in Triforce and Go mode and you buy it like that, it's a weird choice.
It is, but has he seen a blue ring shop? Maybe he because that's the only
ring shop
reason
is
I
going
could
to be
think
up
of.
in the far northeast corner of Hyrule, where the normal 100 secret is.
Yeah, it's a little out of the way, so perhaps so that's definitely one reason to not worry about saving up if he had no intention of getting the blue ring.
Could very well be. And Chesterk probably is just going to grab this Triforce in 7 and not even worry about the item.
Seems like a safe bet.
We have not seen the bait guy yet, although we might not see him at all with how little of 7 and 6 is going to be explored.
Yeah, because if you said there were, all of the rooms are in their proper... Oh, but no, the bait guy is not always in... Just because rooms aren't shuffled to different dungeons doesn't necessarily mean that the bait guy will be in 7.
That is correct. And we've already seen that the hints are shuffled between dungeons, so I don't know if that affects the bait guy any or not, but it's just something to notice. And did Czardia get the Triforce in 8? Or did he leave it early too?
Left it.
Ooh, yeah. That's, he left it without the, That is strange. I wonder if... Yeah,
Ran out of
okay.
Bombs.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. He's out of bombs, but he also took a death to the Pole's voices, so I wonder if he might be also thinking about possibly saving up a little more and buying some... Yeah!
He just
He doesn't buy the bombs, he buys the arrows.
Nailed it.
I don't disagree with the purchase, because you can get bombs off of enemies if you just farm enough. Whereas the arrows don't drop unless you have make important items drops on, which is not an option for this flag set.
Correct. And he fills up. 10th enemy has the bomb.
And the way that works is if you kill 10 enemies in a row, if you kill that 10th enemy with a bomb, you will get a bomb drop every time.
Yes, that much I do know.
Now, I bet you somebody could make an entire college lecture on the kill counter in this game.
I'm sure it would not be the strangest thing that people have made college lectures on.
It would not. Ooh.
Ooh, I wonder if he's wishing he had taken that magical shield now.
He might be. And according to Purity in chat, Darkwing Duck has already made a lecture on it.
Ladder or not, those wizrobes in an NSU room are never fun.
No, I'd say that and the Chevy room are the two worst rooms to have to deal with wizrobes in.
Agreed.
Chesterk goes ahead and picks up the map, confirming that it is level 6.
I think the little thing at the top of the screen saying level 6 already confirmed that.
Well, you never know.
That's
second
true.
quest, sometimes
I
I like to
mean,
mix things up.
That's true.
How 4 and 5 get shuffled, 2 and 3 get shuffled, 7 and 8 get shuffled.
Yep, but he finds 6. Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
You're not going to explore much of 6 when it's in when you're still in the tail there, when you find that Triforce.
Well, the only way to fully know that it's 6 is to explore every room. Find a heart container in the Goma room. And even then, we're not going to be sure. But he is going to go ahead and go back towards level 8 now. Which...
Ooh, definitely right. And,
Czardia finds a white sword.
Have the white sword pickup on Czardia's side.
Your sword is now made of metal, double attack power. You know, I always imagined the wooden sword is actually just a billy club. That would actually be an interesting randomizer option, AA, to have the level numbers be deceptive. So you think you're in level 1, but you're actually in level 7.
That would be cruel. That would be cruel. And looks like ChessjerkSDA is going to take the long way to the next room over, correct? That was the one-room passage.
Yep. Czardia runs... Oh, yeah, gets a 5 rupee drop and doesn't finish out the full voice anyway. Meanwhile, ChessjerkSDA has a lot of errors to work with. And what's he doing? He's picking up the Bloomerang. Czardia with the inferior model. Our apologies to TGE.
Yeah, sorry TGE. We have a scrap metal pickup. And he's using that red candle to kill off this room with bubbles in it.
Definitely not a bad idea. Those bubbles take away the ability to use your sword temporarily, so it's a good idea. And both players will be getting the Triforces out of level 8 at roughly the same time.
Yep, that's looks like we have the pickup on Czardia's side.
And I'm pretty sure Czardia still has to go to level 5.
Right behind. Yeah, I believe you're right. He hasn't been to level 5, and ChessjerkSDA has been to every level, correct? So he's ready to go to level 9.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
We'll get a double check when he goes to his pause screen if he does. But it looks like he's going to warp to level 6. And Czardia is heading to level 5, confirming that he still needs to go there.
Ooh, that's interesting. The whistles still go to... Oh, yes, they go to vanilla first quest locations.
Yep. And I want to say that Whistle to New Dungeons can only be on if caves are shuffled. I'll have to double check the randomizer itself.
Right, so then every time that we have dungeons at vanilla second quest locations, the recorders will always take you to vanilla first quest locations?
That is correct. And even outside of the randomizer, that is true.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And we found our first bomb upgrade, but Czardia does not have nearly enough rupees to purchase it.
Which he might not be thinking he needs them, because he might actually be thinking the wand is in 5 still. It's probably what he's hoping for, too.
Yeah, that, I'm going to unmute ChessjerkSDA's stream because he is now in level 9.
So he is going to be looking for a couple of things. Obviously, he's going to be looking for Zelda immediately. He's going to be looking for the compass to tell him where Zelda is. And
he's going to be looking at a Patrahug. Ooh, that is nasty. And, Czardia is heading back into 5 in search of the item.
And it looks like with his current pathing, he's going to end up full clearing it before he finds it.
Oh my.
This is really bad news for Czardia.
Yeah, that is definitely a very rough decision.
Yeah, I probably would have just bailed. Or checked the 2 rooms south of the Triforce before picking it up.
Yeah.
Although it's easy to say that knowing all the information that we have,
but
you're actually running it, it's a little different.
Oh, but yeah, this looked like it was going to be a fairly close 9 entry, but Zardia then just decides to go back into 5. He's, as we know, he's going the wrong way to find that item.
Yep.
He gets a clock. That's going to make things a little easier on him, but
Here he's going to find just a staircase to the rest of the dungeon. We'll see if he takes it. Nope. So, the other things that ChessjerkSDA is going to be looking for are if he kills all the enemies in a room that has one shutter door and it does not open, he will know Ganon is required. And at that point, he'll be listening for the roar of Ganon to know where Ganon is.
yeah. And if he sees a shutter door open with enemies in it, he'll know that he's won.
Yep. But that will only happen after he's killed Ganon, if he's required to begin with.
Right.
Very efficiently taking down this Patra. Gets a bomb drop for his efforts, which is probably a good, nice thing to get.
And he's... Of course, he's going to check the staircase because he has to work under the assumption that 1, that silver arrows are in 9, and 2, that he has to at least assume for now that they are needed until proven otherwise.
Yep. Now, what'll be interesting is if we find an item that isn't red ring or silvers in 9 on ChessjerkSDA's side.
Yeah, that would make things a lot more even again.
Now, if he does find silvers or red ring, I doubt he's going to be unhappy. Because AA does bring up a good point that in this situation, having 6 hearts, no ring, and white sword of 9, you want to find that red ring. Like, I've done similar on a 0 HP seed. It's not the most fun thing in the world.
Czardia is about to find that magic shield.
And he is going to pick it up.
He decides to go and take it since he put all of that effort in.
And knowing that he's got to go into Wisdom Bladed 9, I don't blame him for picking it up at all.
And he's going to save.
He's probably going to get a health refill, I would imagine. Oh, wait. Is he... Okay, he's getting the health refill, but I'm almost thinking he might go back into 6 now. Just because he's got that recorder out and he's taking the take-inies and not whistle warping straight back to 6.
That's not the right... Yeah, he's going take-inies. He's...
Let's see where he's going. Okay, no, he's going towards 9.
Yeah, he's heading towards 9. He just took a different route.
He may be thinking about... No, he's not going to pick up the potion on the take-any cave. Okay. ChessjerkSDA has to deal with another Patra.
Looks
and
like
on 2.5 hearts, it's a little dicey.
It's been, what, about a 6 minutes since ChessjerkSDA got in?
I'd say about that.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention at the time when ChessjerkSDA
I want to say he went in
it's about
450. Ooh, takes a nasty wizard beam.
what were you saying?
Oh, I was saying that I didn't catch what time exactly he went in, but it looked like it was before 53 minutes.
Yeah, a little before. So it's going to be maybe more like about 7 minutes.
Yeah,
where is
he might be thinking he can get a potion, but
going?
he doesn't have the money. Because shops aren't shuffled. So,
yeah,
and he up an ace again.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what Czardia has been doing here.
Autoshot, to answer the question, we believe he knows where level 9 is because we have Vanilla's second quest. But given his routing so far, I mean, it's been interesting. Laws, I can imagine it, and it sounds glorious.
There's that 100 secret. I think maybe that's what he wanted.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a potion. Which I think for the amount of time he has spent getting this, it would have been faster for him to go to the Take Any Cave and just get the potion from there.
Yeah.
So there's that. Let's see where he goes now. Okay, he's going to 9. Good. Yeah, Autoshot, I think everyone's kind of confused about what... Yeah. Like, if... I still hold that for how much time he spent, if he wanted a potion that badly, which I can understand going into 9 with such low health and no ring, it would make more sense to just go to the Take Any Road, or Take Any Cave, and right next to Vanilla level 9 in first quest. And he's probably going to go into 9 about 9 minutes after ChessjerkSDA.
About 9 minutes, I'd say. And I hear the piggy. At least I think I heard the piggy.
I'm listening.
Now, no, not in this room. He was in the room just north of where he is now.
Okay.
I thought I heard.
That means he has an idea of where Ganon is. Let's see.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't hear it from there, but...
And now Zardia's got to do all of the exploration of 9 that ChessjerkSDA has already done. Can't bomb to the right, can't bomb to the left. It's a dead end. And no boomstick for... Nas is bringing up a good point. There is no boomstick on Zardia's side because he passed up the wand. And we now see the reason that ChessjerkSDA couldn't bomb to the left in that top room is because the corridor staircase was on the other side of it.
Oh, maybe I didn't hear the piggy, because now Zardia's in the same area that... Sorry, I got too close to the mic. That ChessjerkSDA was when I thought I had heard the piggy.
Well, it looks like ChessjerkSDA is about to go back up there, so we'll find out for certain. And a lot of bombs. A lot of BAMs. All the BAMs.
Nope, he's heading south instead.
It looks like he's going back.
He just quickly walked in there.
Oh, I think I know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to farm hearts off the keys, but they stay at whatever number on the counter you're at, so he's going to get nothing but bomb drops until he moves the counter up.
Oh.
Which, I agree with the move completely. It's just hard for him to find something to increment the counter on. ChessjerkSDA finds the good news that good luck, we're all counting on you. And he can't bomb that way. Can't bomb to the south. Takes the bubble hit to avoid dying. And it's another dead end.
Yeah.
This 9 is proven to be a bit of a maze here. So we've got Czardia in the southwest, and ChessjerkSDA still looking. Oh, and he takes a death.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what ChessjerkSDA has, and Chad is pointing out, is that he has the exploration advantage. So with that knowledge of more of 9, that may come to help him out quite a bit. Finds a bombable wall. Unfortunately, it's just more wish robes. Now I imagine both of these players at this point really want to find that compass.
Yeah, and they probably would not mind finding an item either, because they're still operating under the assumption that it is red ring, silver arrows.
Yep. Looks like ChessjerkSDA is going to take out some of these wizrobes to make getting into that staircase easier, but he gets hugged by one of them, and it just ends him. He's going to have to try it again. Meanwhile, Zardi is going ahead and fighting off a Patra. Takes it out, gets some bombs. He's going to try bombing to the left. No dice. To the right. Oh, the right opens. He's going to take the key door first. Finds another staircase.
No, Amazing Empress. I don't believe we have seen him. Oh, and there he does a block clip, right as we were saying that we haven't really seen him do a block clip.
Yeah.
Figures.
I think it also would depend on the diamond room. If it's a diamond room with blue wizrobes, it's kind of hard to block clip into one of those.
Yes.
It's doable, it's just difficult.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't do block clips.
Ooh, another death.
Another wizrobe death.
Yeah, in a room like that where you have the bubbles and the blue wizrobes and all of that, and like, I could see wanting to at least thin the numbers down before you go for it. He's gonna go left now. All the BAMs. Finds another staircase. Can bomb to the south. Finds a blank room, but only full of keys, so this will not have the compass. Just a 5 rupee. This level 9 is proving to live up to its name of the Great Equalizer. Because Zardia went in 9 minutes behind, and now it's about, outside of the exploration advantage, it's about even.
Yeah, and ChessjerkSDA, every time he pauses and you see the mini-map, he's explored a lot of 9, but I don't think he knows where Zelda is yet. He probably knows where Ganon is, because I think we did hear the piggy, and he has not found either of the items yet.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be quite the race at the moment. Now that both players are in 9 and both searching.
Do you think we could have a magic staircase?
We could. There's a shoot room on Zardia's side. That staircase does open. So Zelda could still be behind there. Zardia trying to get this fairy, eventually gets it.
Yeah, I was going to I was commenting over on Zardia's side that he killed off all of the enemies in the shoot room, probably checking to see if that door to the south would open, and it did, so that's not Zelda's location.
So now, ChessjerkSDA has found the way into the shoot room through the actual shoot. And
Yep.
what is his reward? A landmolo room.
Ooh.
Potion status is Zardia has a red potion but just died, and ChessjerkSDA has no potion. And is almost out of bombs. Actually, both of them are almost out of bombs.
He had all of those bombs earlier.
Yes, but unfortunately, you can't carry all of them at once unless you buy the bomb upgrades.
Right, and I don't think he even found either bomb upgrade. Zardia did, but he couldn't afford it. It was in level 5.
Yep.
And,
This 9 is just not letting these players go without a fight.
no, it is not. It's,
Zardia
way
is in
to
a
do
section
it.
of 9 that ChessjerkSDA hasn't seen yet.
And we have another diamond staircase. Could this be an item? He's not going to check it.
Not. Well, he's probably going to check
Skull
that room
has
to the
a
north
secret.
and
Oh,
finds
now
that the
he's
Eyes of the
going
Skull
to-
has a secret and takes a Wizard Beam to the face.
Oh, Wizrobe Beam. Meanwhile, ChessjerkSDA finds a Patra.
So that's what, his 4th? I've lost track.
I haven't been counting.
There's 5 total Patras in level 9. So if you find all 5 and kill all 5, and Red Ring found for ChessjerkSDA,
Red
that is
ring.
tremendous.
And so that is certainly going to help him quite a bit, because with 6 hearts, it does not take very long at all to die in a Wizrobe dungeon. At least not
Not at all.
not with the green tunic.
Now, that also...
That was the piggy again. So I think based on where I heard it before, it is the room. Yeah, that room just to the east.
We'll find
So
out for certain
now
if he hears him in here,
of
but
the-
yeah, we have found the pig. And here's the compass room.
And sure enough, there is the piggy again.
Yep.
And that's has he been to this staircase room? Yes,
He's been in this one
that's
already.
right. That was the correct.
So
But-
will he go back into that pure blank room knowing that the compass is in there?
No.
He is not. Oh, man.
Does he realize that that's the compass room?
He might not. I'm not sure
Yeah, I
what
know
each of their knowledge of Vanilla 9 is.
any percents usually don't worry about things like compasses.
Yeah, because you know where everything is.
Yeah, so he might not realize that that was the compass room.
Could very well be. Although it looks like he's headed back in that direction, so he might just go back there anyway.
No, he's going to probably, farm bombs off of this Vire room.
Good call on his part. Zardia taking another death in 9. This time it looked like he was pretty deep. Close to the red ring, even.
And you cannot bomb into Ganon's room from the east.
Somehow that isn't too surprising.
Yeah. But we do know that you can
In this
get
case, him
in
going back that
from the
way might
west.
not be the worst thing in the world, because that's where the compass is, up in that the top room of the L column is where the compass is. So if he was to go back there and clear that room out, he would be able to pick up the compass.
Just one room north of where we've decided Ganon is.
Yep. Well, he finds a bombable way here, and finds the last way to get to Ganon's room.
Last way to get to Ganon's room.
So if there was any doubt left that Ganon was in that room, it should be gone.
There isn't now. Correct. Well, you might as well just go into Ganon's room. You know you can just leave through that bomb wall.
Let's see.
I mean, it's not like he'd be locked into Ganon's room if he went in there. He knows that he has an escape.
We're just going to clear this Wishroom Boom out, and this could be a staircase.
That it could.
Let's see. It is. Finds another passageway.
Take the passage at this point.
Yeah,
it might be the magical staircase.
Another staircase with no silvers, and Czardia has up an aid. Okay, this is that Wizrobe staircase that we saw earlier. That means we still do not know the location of the silver stairs.
Yeah.
This 9.
This 9.
It's going to be the last room that these guys check. Is going to be silvers.
Except for, they still haven't... I don't think either of them has seen Zelda's room.
Nope.
They have not seen a shutter door that does not open.
I'm going to guess that Zelda is in that middle section that ChessjerkSDA hasn't seen yet in her traditional room. Because we haven't seen Ganon's room yet either, so it might be traditional Ganon's room.
We have another staircase, and no, reverse C is not the silvers.
No silvers for you.
That's correct, DH. We have not even confirmed that Zelda is Ganon blocked.
Well, at this point, we know Zelda has to be in one of the two rooms in the E column of 9, either second from the bottom or third from the bottom, because those are the only two rooms we haven't seen yet.
And if I remember correctly, it's actually possible that if Ganon is not required, it is actually possible for Zelda to be in a room with a staircase. What if What if they full clear it, and in the very last room that either of them finds has Zelda and the silver arrows?
That would be crazy to see. I kind of want to see that.
That would be crazy if the silvers were in Zelda's.
Purity, we have found Ganon. That's the one thing in this 9 we have found is Ganon.
Yes, we have an exact location on Ganon. We have heard him from all 4 sides. No, this is not a record for 9. Go back to the restreams of the... Go to Jam's channel on YouTube for the videos of the first, and look at the Resame versus Seawolf. That was the trolliest 9 ever. I think they were in there for probably close to an hour, if not over an hour.
I'm still waiting for a hint that says the kidnapped awaits in level 7.
Well, they don't have those hints in this thing. We have vanilla hints.
That is true. And it looks like ChessjerkSDA is going to try to farm some BAMs. Unfortunately, he's at the heart count. And rupees.
Hey.
They're both in the same room. We're getting that high 5.
Yeah, the high 5. And they're both heading north into the fire room.
All right. Also, I'm pretty sure Saver just lives in level 9 at this point.
Oh, of course he does.
Czardia hears Ganon at this point.
Yes, of course.
And he's going to find the compass room here. And he will clear it.
Good for him.
Meanwhile,
where he'll try to clear it, it's he does not have the red ring yet.
ooh, that is...
And
he takes a death in the compass room.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was thinking he still has the potion, but
He's
why
leaving
is he
to go buy
leaving
bombs.
9? Oh, bombs! I didn't even notice.
Wow,
And that's I mean, he ended up having to pass up a bomb upgrade because of
the boomstick.
that book purchase, and we still do not know where the wand was.
Yeah.
We're assuming that it's either 6 or 7. Actually, well, no, it doesn't have to be yet, because we do not know for a fact that the silver arrows are actually in 9. We're just assuming that, since the first item we found in 9 was the red ring.
And if the silvers aren't...
Why was he in
and
8? Was he trying to farm? Oh, he's going in and out of 8 to farm.
That's what it looks like. And he does get the bomb drop.
That is a good quote. We just got a... gotta mark those maps.
Yep.
And now we got a ladder is good.
So they have... I'm pretty sure ChessJerk has just about crossed the 30-minute point on this 9.
Almost. I think we decided it was somewhere in the 53rd minute that he entered, so it's, I think, just a few seconds, less than a minute away. Yeah.
He has all the bams he could want. But he's not whistling to 6, he's just going to walk. And finally, ChessJerk gets the bam drops.
Yeah, the bombs, and now we'll get all the bombs. And it's a bomb drop from the... Yeah, and it was a room that dropped a bomb.
He's buying it, and Zardi is buying it at the potion.
Oh, I didn't think... Oh, did he...
He might have used one of them.
Use a potion? Oh.
If you had the big bomb bag from any of the 3D Zelda games where you could hold 40 bombs, that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, looking at that mini-map, there are not that many rooms that ChessJerk hasn't been in.
Oh, wait. He's found a way, a potential path. There is a shutter door.
Shutter door?
Will it open? This could be it. And he has red ring, so he should be fine in this room. Just don't take too many shots, okay? The door does not open. Ganon is required.
Ganon is required.
And the silver arrows are at the... We also know where the silver arrows are.
We do?
Yeah, there's only one room left, and it's this far left room that ChessJerk is heading towards now.
Ho-ho.
This is... He cannot bomb in. He's going to have to find a way in from the north. That wizard room in the right... Are you talking about the one that's up near the north side of the dungeon or on the south side of the dungeon?
Ew.
Because there's a room, there's a wizard room right below the...
wizard room in the... Right below the vanilla red ring.
That was the other end of the staircase.
Yeah, that was a...
Okay, that one in the middle he might not have done, so if he has, I haven't seen it.
You cannot bomb into that room either. Yeah, that's a troll staircase. So.
Then yeah, I think Double A in chat is right, is that there's a second wizard room in the rightmost column that has to have silvers.
Yeah.
And that is a troll staircase to go to that room in the bottom left. Yeah, Chess, at this point, he needs to up an A, go over to that rightmost column and check that wizard room.
Yeah.
You know, it would make... to answer how this race is still going, the answer is level 9. Just level 9. That was the red ring.
That's the wrong item room. Yeah, he's smiling like, oops, that was a silly one.
Czardia is going to probably pick up the compass here. Realize that it's probably where he's thinking Zelda is at this point. Sorry, my dryer is currently off, so I can't pull that buzzer out. See if Czardia gets this room. He misses that bomb. He does get the compass.
So now he knows Zelda's location as well.
So now it's a race to silvers. You know, I really should go just turn my dryer on real quick, just for like 2 minutes, and if he still hasn't gone back, I'm not going to do that, because that would require me to go turn my dryer on. And I don't want to leave this race just in case one of them finishes in that small period of time. Alright, he's taking a staircase. Hopefully it takes him over towards the side of the dungeon he needs to be on. Now, we don't see any sort of, he is in the correct column. He just needs to go and check the wizard room. But can he bomb to the south? Or is he going to have to go around the long way?
We will see. He's not even trying to go to the south yet. Let's see,
This 9 is just ridiculous.
Checks that. Oh, and he's going to take this passage staircase. Or does he... Amazing Ampharos in the chat says he doesn't think it connects. And we have Czardia finding the red ring.
Not the item he was looking for,
Moment too soon, though, with half a heart left. And he will save.
He's saving.
He's...
bombs. He's gonna go buy bombs.
Bombs, yeah, bombs. So is bombs.
It's always bombs. This is, what, the second time he's had to leave 9 to go get bombs now?
Yeah. Now just watch. It'll turn out that the item room was just past the Triforce room in 6, and it was the wand.
Yeah, if he goes back looking for the wand now, that's...
I don't think he will, but it would be the epitome of troll if it turned out that he could have gotten that wand by just passing the Triforce room by 1 way back when.
Yeah. You know, I don't think the hint of, I don't think this seed is beatable has never been more appropriate. This is the impossibly possible seed. Wand is in either level 6 or in level 7 if silver arrows are in 9.
Yeah, I was saying worse, the wand will be in that room we're trying to get into here in 9.
And...
I'm
there's
saying
also
no.
The factor of
worse,
if silver's
that room we're trying to get into in 9 will have the heart container, because that's the other item that is still at large.
Yeah, if it has the heart container, what is going to happen? Rebel, there's a 50% chance that the items in 9 can be shuffled in with the rest of the dungeon items. Where right now, pretty sure that
Plus,
silvers are going to
there's-
be in 9 from what we've seen, but we
Plus,
won't know for
even if
certain
they
until
are-
one of them finds that item room.
Yes, even if they're not shuffled, there's still a chance that one or both of the items will just happen to end up in 9 anyway. And we do know that the red ring was in 9, so we think the silver arrows will be as well, but until we actually see that second item room, that cannot be confirmed.
And they're both going the wrong way.
Yes. Since we're now over an hour and a half into the seed, let's get the rundown of items. Level 1 was the Any Key and Gourd Banana. Level 2 had the Raft. Level 3 the Bow. Level 4 the Power Bracelet. Level 5 the Magical Shield. We did not find the items in level 6 or 7. Level 8 had the White Sword and the Scrap Metal. The first item in level 9 was the Red Ring. The Armos item was the Red Candle. The Coast item was the Recorder. And the ladder was the White Sword item. And we found only one of the bomb upgrades. It was in level 5. We do not know where the other bomb upgrade was. ChessjerkSDA did not even find that. Oh, and we do have silvers in...
He has found them!
9. So we are probably... That is definitely going to give ChessjerkSDA the advantage. He knows where Ganon is. He knows where Zelda is.
And he knows the path to Zelda.
He just needs to get there. So this is looking like it is probably going to be ChessjerkSDA's win.
So I think at this point we can safely say silvers are at 9.
Yes, silvers are in 9. So.
Also, Ganon and Zelda are in their original rooms. I'm 95% certain of that.
Oh no, I'm completely certain because rooms weren't shuffled between dungeons.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Ganon's room can be entered from any side. Zelda's, we did see that whatever room Zelda's in can only be entered from the south. That would be her normal room.
I don't know. I'm with Empty Eye on this one. There's that one room we haven't seen yet.
Yes, that's true.
And they're...
but no, that other room is at the end of a staircase. And
now we are definitely confirmed of everything in the seed except where the wand is.
Yes, we know the wand is either in 6 or 7, with the heart container being the other one.
Yep.
And it looks like it takes the full 8 hits. Was that? I wasn't counting hits, but it seemed like a bunch.
It was the full 8.
Yep.
Magic Sword is in that arrow over near, like, a couple screens to the right of First Quest level 9. It is completely out of the way of absolutely everything. So now ChessjerkSDA is going to go to Zelda and bring an end to this race. After, like, doubly full clearing 9.
Something like that. Oh.
But he does not have silvers.
And Czardia walks into Ganon's room without the silvers.
Double A, I have a better one for you than that. I had that happen. And I had Lydell's on the screen directly to the west of it. So Double A, I have seen that. It is a terrible fate. And ChessjerkSDA is going to take this race home.
Yeah.
We should have the official speedruns live time pretty soon here.
Yeah, and 9 really was almost half of that.
Yep.
Yeah, final time 1:34:07. So he spent about 41 minutes plus? That's pretty long.
That was insane. This 9 just grabbing both players by the throat and not letting go for anything. So, Czardia has now found the path to Zelda. He still doesn't know that Ganon's required.
He'll find out soon enough.
Yep. But at least he has the red ring at this point. I have never seen 9
And
treat
he
players
will.
this badly.
Yes, he has just learned that Zelda is or that Ganon is required. Zelda is always required, except for when you're playing as one of Ganon's minions, and Ganon is not required because then Ganon becomes Zelda.
I gotta agree with Chad. It's a little bit lower than the throat that 9 was holding these guys by. Either Ganon is required, Zelda is required, or Link is required if you're playing as Zelda.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say the 2 things that hurt Zardia the most were definitely the saves, and also taking the early boomstick without the wand over the bomb upgrades, because he's been running out of bombs a lot in this 9.
And going back into 5 to search for the wand.
Playing as the old man, you're rescuing the old woman that normally runs the potion shops in vanilla.
Hello?
Hey!
Hey.
Hello.
Work with us.
Got it to work on the first try. Amazing.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Good, good. So, what did you think of that 9?
That was a 9 that should be analyzed for many years to come as an example of how to find. I think there was only one room I did not visit, and I had no idea how to get to it. There's probably another staircase that just went to one room.
We figured that. I mean, you tried bombing in from the only 2 ways that it would have been able to, so we figure it had to have been at the end of a troll staircase.
Probably.
Yep. So that means there was still yet another staircase that hadn't been found.
Which boggles my mind.
We were starting to think that Silver's 1 didn't exist in the seed.
Yeah.
And 2, they were probably going to be in 7 because it's this 9.
Of course.
Yes, that's right. But both of you had already been in Triforce and Go mode by the time you guys went into 6 and 7, so we still do not know which item was in 6 and which was in 7. We know that there were the wand and heart container, but we don't know which was which.
And that's doubly painful for Zardia because he bought Boomstick early.
Did he really? I thought I saw that. I saw that early, but I thought, and I also saw the enemies were not 0 HP this time, so I thought it may have some use, but I also noticed it was second quest, so I knew the secret was only going to be one big secret. And I don't think I ever got anywhere near 200 to buy it. So
Zardia comes out of a staircase, takes a Wizard Beam immediately to the back.
He did, and he's managed to pick up more rupees since then, but never quite enough.
He also grabbed the letter and bought some potions right before going in the 9.
I thought about that too, since I see he has 7 hearts and I only had 6, and I suppose I was lucky I found the red ring in my my vast exploration of level 9. That helped.
Oh, yes.
I didn't see how many deaths I had. I think I had 11 deaths or 13 deaths. I knew it was a double-digit number. It looked like early on. Boy, yeah, early on. Jeez, I was dying left and right.
Zardia, don't take the stairs. He took the stairs. He just took the stairs that were right next to the silvers.
Yep.
Oh.
How many times did I take those stairs?
You also.
I think I circled the whole dungeon at least 3 times.
I never cleared it.
Which room was the compass room?
You know that
the one
staircase at the top of 9?
Just to the north of where Ganon was.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With the
I must have been so frustrated at that point that I just decided, yeah, I hear him, so let's find her.
Well, then you also had 9 basically full cleared at that point, so it was.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Assume that either Zelda's in a staircase or is in
At that point, I was so frustrated. I was just going everywhere and trying to think about what staircases I could have possibly not tried yet.
Yeah, this is one of those 9s where it's like
And it is one of those 9s.
And all of them are the wrong one. So outside of 9, how was the seed?
It was an oddly similar feeling to my first race with Unos. I don't know if you guys watched that, but that was a vanilla first quest essentially, and this was kind of a vanilla second quest except no 0 HP enemies, and it became obvious early on that the order of the dungeons I was going to clear was going to be selected for me based on what I found.
Yep,
I was ladder blocked
nowadays in vanilla second quest.
Yeah, for sure.
Flags. But this is actually the second such race that I've commented today.
I'm curious to know if the ladder as the white sword or the white sword item, was it 5 hearts or 6?
It was 5.
I tried 4. It was a 5. Okay. Because I thought about going for 5, and I thought, I'm going to go get the 6th one just in case, because I don't want to go all the way up the mountain again and have it be denied.
No, Czardia did get it at 5.
Gotcha.
But hey, at least there was an early bow. There's that.
Yeah, that is very true.
Early bow, early ladder.
Czardia's in Ganon's room again.
But he still doesn't have those silvers, but at least he knows he can get out.
Yep. Even in chat, we were starting to think, okay, well, maybe silvers are just not in the seed, and Zelda's not in the seed either. She's in level 17.
I would have been so annoyed if I found the second room and it was the wand, and I thought, I searched that whole 9 for nothing.
I imagine it would have been worse with the heart container, actually.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Here's your constellation prize. The dungeon loves you.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was considering the possibility before you finally found the shutter door that didn't open. I was considering the possibility that you'd end up full clearing it and it would be Ganon not required and silvers in the same room as Zelda, because we have seen when it's not required, Zelda can be in a room with a staircase.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've seen that before too, I think.
As have I.
I'm curious to know, I see he's in the Vire room. I'm curious to know, does the counter get messed up or something? Because I was either getting all bombs or all hearts from all the
Yes,
the keys.
It does. It doesn't increment the counter at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I was not aware of that.
It's also interesting when you get that room with clocks, you get 6 clocks.
Yeah, I got 6 bombs once and 6 hearts once. I think I got 4 fairies once too, but
yeah, the keys rooms are interesting.
Yeah, I was very happy when they were dropping bombs, because I ran out of bombs at least once, probably twice.
I don't think Ganon can be in staircase rooms.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We've got someone in the chat saying that they've had silvers in the same room as Ganon.
Well,
he apparently found that one room that I didn't find, so he found the extra staircase.
Well,
I'm curious to know which one it was.
Oh, okay. He's saying that was a broken seed.
I was thinking Ganon was the Zelda sprite because they were playing as one of Ganon's minions.
Yeah, that's a possibility also.
The seed looks on the surface, it's a vanilla second quest overworld and there's no shapes. It can't be that bad, and then you get to 9. And all of your hopes and dreams just die. I mean, that's what this 9 looks like, is it's hey, here's your hopes, here's your dreams, and there's the fire.
Yep. I was so happy when I found the reverse C room finally. I thought, that's where the silvers are. And
Nope.
Because I remember so many things in the seed where,
the puzzle go off every time you guys go the wrong way.
Yeah.
it is almost comforting to watch him. He's pretty much doing the exact same thing I was, just wandering around thinking, how can I have visited everywhere and not taken the one set of stairs that leads to the silvers? How is that possible?
Because the game knows.
Game knows.
If you were wondering, you went into 9 about 9 minutes ahead of Zardia.
9 minutes ahead? Okay. I was curious, because I thought since I found, quick Triforces in, 6 and 7, that I thought there was a chance I was ahead. But I knew I died so much early on, and it was painful. Really bad. At least two really bad deaths that set me way back to the start.
Yep. It was looking
looked
really
like initially
close.
you were going to have maybe a 2-minute lead on Zardia, but then he went and bought potions.
Oh well,
okay.
there was more than that. It was you guys both got the Triforce out of 8 at about the same time, but that was your last Triforce. He still needed to get the Triforce out of 5. But after he got it, he went back into 5 looking for an item, and he didn't take the correct route right away. So he spent way too much time in 5 after he already had all 8 Triforces, looking for that item in 5. We suspect hoping for the wand.
Yeah,
because he already had the book.
He wanted Boomstick very badly, but did not go for the items in 6 or 7, which is where the wand is somewhere.
It's a shame.
Yes.
You buy that book, you want the Boomstick.
I think what maybe made it even worse is he also found a bomb upgrade and couldn't afford it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the bomb upgrade was in 5. When he was exploring 5, he ran into a bomb upgrade.
Can't remember if I ever saw a bomb upgrade.
No, I don't think
I would have bought it if I had, I'm sure.
But that's the thing. He explored more of 5 than you did because he did not check those 2 rooms to the south of where the Triforce was. He just went north looking for the item, and it was actually in that little area to the south there. And that's, I think, where he found the bomb upgrade. And he only saw that one. Maybe the other bomb upgrade was also in 7 or something, because both of you guys
a lot of things
cleared 6 and
vanilla.
7 very quickly. Yeah.
So many things were vanilla. It wouldn't surprise me the bomb upgrades were where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, we were thinking this. We were thinking this was going to be everything's vanilla. It's probably going to be a 45, maybe 50-minute seed. And then
for those who saw my first race, it would be deja vu for them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said your first was against Unos. I didn't actually see that, but I remembered getting in there and being like, wait, I missed the whole thing?
Missed the whole thing, yeah. I had the second fastest time in the first round. Unfortunately, I was up against the fastest time.
Yeah.
That's usually how that goes.
Yeah, it was in a seed where drops. Yeah, in the first round, the drops were random, and dungeon layouts were random, and there were 0 HP enemies. Everyone was 0 HP. Ganon was not required, and all of the items just lined up perfectly. Like you needed to get the raft to get into 4. You got it in the previous dungeon, and then the item in 4 happened to be, I can't remember now. It's I guess it was a recorder to get into 7. It was just everything lined up absolutely perfectly. The only thing that Uno bought was a bomb upgrade, and he just happened to run into it on the way.
Yeah,
he didn't buy anything else. It was pretty easy seed. I didn't get sub 40. It makes me sad because I think if I hadn't messed around for the first 7 minutes, I would have had probably a 35 or 36 and still would have lost. So
that was an insanely close race.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I'm probably gonna have to watch a lot of the races on videos because I don't always get to see races other than the ones that most of the time, if I'm actually available for a race, I'll at least try to sign up to commentate it. So,
good plan.
Zardia is working on his 3rd full clear of the west half of 9.
Yeah.
I think I spent more time in the eastern half, and he's spending more time in the western half.
Felt like you spent a lot of time in the western half also.
Really? I thought
you did spend some time in the northeast for quite a bit early.
I spent so much time in that Vire room trying to get bombs.
Yes, and that was in the east.
Ultimately, you both spent a lot of time in 9 refusing to go to the one staircase you needed to go to because it was full of wizards.
Yes, of course. Not necessarily. There's wizards everywhere else too. So.
Yeah, there's wizards everywhere.
Except the fire rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Czardia has gone back, reconfirmed that Zelda is in fact there. And it looks like he's starting to go back to the east side now, hopefully.
Everyone think, go to the right. Go to the right.
Right
to the right.
is always right.
You know,
Except
what's...
for when it's not.
Except when it's not, yes.
Yep. I know this is kind of reminiscent of my first race where
Right.
me and Karakarn were going in, trying to get stuff done.
Go to the east. He's not going. He's turning back to the west.
What's he doing? He's back in the tea room.
How many times did I enter the tea room from the bottom and forget about it? I must have entered like at least 4 times. Every time I get in there and the door would close behind me, and I'm like, I gotta kill the gels again. At least they were dropping stuff.
We
That was
don't
helpful.
see any sort of map on Zardia's screen to know how he's mapping this 9 out.
I'm definitely wishing I didn't even map it at all. I was regretting that decision. I should start doing that. That would be good in this for exactly this scenario.
9 and map 9 and map where your bombable walls are on top of your staircases. That way you don't forget or end up rebombing stuff. Oh yeah, So, the Darknet room in 8.
I remember that room well.
Everyone in chat, including us, are, one, amazed at your Darknet fighting ability.
Oh, thank you. I've had a lot of practice.
And we were also surprised that you were that dedicated to it.
Or somewhat little reward.
Debatably, you got the white sword out of it eventually.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But there was also the bloomerang.
Yeah.
Zardia's back up in... He's on the east side of 9 now.
Yeah, but he's in the northeast, and I think where we want to be is in the southeast.
Yep.
I think we decided that the northeast and the southeast do not actually connect.
I think that's correct.
Unless they connect by a staircase.
Yeah.
They don't, yeah. Right in the very right-hand column, the
As
northeast and
they say,
southeast don't connect.
You can't get there from here.
Yes.
And he's back down to 1 bam again.
I don't think I'm assuming he probably doesn't need any more. He just needs to find the right room. He's probably
He's
have
only
all
left
the
9 twice to get bombs, so...
Oh, did he really? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yes, twice.
Looks like he's going to clear the compass room again.
I want to see this compass room because apparently I never cleared it. Oh, it was
No.
that room? Oh, geez.
Yeah,
it was
that's
the only. It
what
was
it is.
the only dark room I didn't clear. I cleared all the other ones.
Yep.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
You got all those 5 rupees.
Yeah.
I got all of them. I wanted all the rupees.
You wanted
Feel
all
rich.
the chances at Ganon.
Yes.
A present. This is the last race of the night.
Which I believe everybody is very thankful for. He's found the Red Ring room again.
Oh, last race of the night seems to always be a long one.
Yeah.
At least when I'm commentating.
I was the last race last Sunday, and the commentators got to bed early that night.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's right. You were the last one.
DH Storm saying, and the last race of tomorrow morning as of now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Happy Easter, everyone.
yes.
On the East Coast.
On the East Coast, which I am, but
Which I am also.
Yeah,
Yes.
still isn't as long as the race that I commentated last Saturday night and Sunday morning, which
The
was
Zeb Gandhi race?
yes,
Yeah.
Zeb Gedney versus
Was that the one where the winning time was 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
winning time was 2 hours 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. I knew it was over 2 hours.
It's like 2.5 hours. I'll check.
Oh yeah, in that tea room, I got to work on that clipping to get through the tea room without going back. I've never been able to pull it off. It's one of those things like screen scrolling. I've done it 3 or 4 times ever in my life, but nowhere near consistent at it.
You've done it more times
Someday.
than I have. I've done it once.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
And I had
yes,
to slow
it
my
was,
and I had to do it
2
on an
hours,
emulator slowed down.
2 hours, 10 minutes, 5 seconds for Zebgedny, and 2 hours, 28 minutes, 34 seconds for Bent Glass Tube.
I'm glad.
Our
I'm hoping
loser.
that this will not take that long. Clearing the compass room again. Maybe he wants to give me the compass.
So
Yeah, he seems to be walking in circles, doing.
the same stuff over and over.
Yeah, well, maybe he thinks that if he does enough laps around Ganon, he will disappear like those Mr. Eyes in Super Mario 64.
Maybe he's just going for the war of attrition. Ganon thinks he can
Yeah,
win by a hard dungeon, and really all he has to do is just make Link run a bunch of laps.
There's a secret ending if you kill 1,000 Wizrobes.
Also, that's the second edition.
Don't tell anyone. Don't that's
second edition of what?
no. I was just joking that there's a secret ending if you kill 1,000 Wizrobes in level 9.
Yeah, no, I heard
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
And that's the second way to get Silvers to show up. Welcome to the first ever exercise percent run, courtesy of Rob Draven. He is up and
And
Aang. Is he going to go to the staircase?
Is he going to?
No,
No, he's turning back to the west. It's not really all that far from the entrance.
That's the scary part. It's probably what, 4 rooms from the entrance on the right hand side?
Yeah,
so close.
about 4 or 5.
I think so.
Yeah.
Was it the southernmost room in that easternmost column?
No,
or
it's
was
one
it
above
second
that.
from
It's the one above that, yeah.
Okay, it's the one above that.
There's 2 staircases back to back, and he took the first one, and that's the wrong one. The last time he was over
ironically
there.
the exact room that Zelda was in my first race, which is kind of funny.
And has he been to that room and just skipped that staircase?
He must have. I mean, he's cleared. His map shows the whole. He's cleared the whole dungeon.
He
wouldn't have.
He's back in where he's been doing laps.
He is. He just keeps going there.
All right, where is he now? Oh, he's over there.
Oh, all the way on the western edge.
Maybe this one takes him back to the right side. Nah, it goes the other side. I'm watching intently. I'm watching to see if he takes the one staircase that I missed that takes you to the lone square in the bottom left, on the left-hand column.
He has. See,
he's cleared. I never found that staircase.
He's still on his pause screen. His timer just went back to zeros.
We're getting indication he might have forfeited.
He did.
That's a forfeit.
Yep.
That's the second one today, I think, after only one up until today.
Yeah, it was Digshake that forfeited in his race versus Darkwing.
Yeah.
That was... Those are the kind of races that make me question why I play this. I don't even have to play it. I can watch it and see how just painful it is.
Yeah, so we have Czardia into the chat now, correct?
Hey, what's up?
Whoa, Czardia. So, that 9. looks like you kind of had some trouble with it there.
Yeah, I've been there, done that one before. That's my kind of level 9 there. That seems to be what happens to me more often than not. But
Yeah, well, happened to both of you.
I think we each cleared a total of about 8 or 9 times. We cleared level 9. I think it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, like that was the full clear 9 5 times percent
Yes,
category.
definitely.
I must have wandered past silver several times. I don't know how I could have done it, but I sure did.
Yeah. It was. I mean, both of you spent like over 40 minutes in there in 9. It was just.
Do you want a spoiler of where the silvers were?
They could have been in 6 and 7 too, but there was no way I was going back to dig after that point.
They were in 9.
It was in 9. It was on the right-hand column. There were 2 diamond staircases back to back. It was the top one, not the bottom one.
I must have missed it somehow. I got thrown off and wandered.
I can't believe I skipped it. I must have skipped it at least once.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but in chat, Crystal Saver is saying that this is the kind of race that makes him wants to play it.
This 9 was definitely one to remember for sure, and I've had some 9s to remember. This is absolutely one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget it for a while. That's for sure.
So when people ask why 9 is a great equalizer, we can just show them this.
Yep. This will be the.
Yeah, this will be another.
Will be the example that everyone will watch.
Yeah, I felt a marginable lead going in. I'm not sure if that's the case, but it felt that way.
You were 9 minutes behind going into level 9.
Yeah, you were 9 minutes behind. It actually looked like you were going to be a lot less, but you got 8 was your second to last Triforce. You and Chess were both getting the Triforce out of 8 at about the same time, but that was his last Triforce. So think that he went in right around when you were first going into 5.
Well, I got to say, he played very well then, and a definitely well-deserved win. Even completing this one is a well-deserved accomplishment.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel that was a tough one. Compared to my first race, which was insanely easy, this one definitely tested my combat ability a little bit more. It's so much more different. It's so much different when the enemies are not 0 HP. So much different.
Czardia, I do want to ask you about the boomstick purchase. When you didn't have the wand yet.
That's last seed I ended up, or not last seed, excuse me, last tournament race I lost because I purchased arrows over the boomstick. This time I decided to buy the boomstick, and naturally I find no use for it.
Yeah, we figured it had to be in either 6 or 7 because both of you had been in grab the Triforce and run mode. Both of those are long dungeons, and the early Triforces, you already had all of the required items, so it really did not make sense. Another thing I wanted to ask you about was you went back into 5 looking for an item.
Yes, I returned to 5 to dig, thinking it might be the wand.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. That if you had gone right to 9 there, it probably would have only been about a 2 or 3 minute difference. Now, in the end, that wasn't necessarily the difference because you were still going for more than the 9 minutes deficit after Chess did get it. So, yeah, that was seemed interesting. Now you did find that bomb upgrade that Chess didn't find because he went south right away. So he found the magical shield. He didn't explore as much of 5 to find that item.
Magical shield. The magical shield would have been helpful in 9.
Yeah, we were a little confused by that. Just It was right there.
I regretted it probably about a minute after I denied it. I want to go back for it, so I just,
Yeah.
It's one of those split-second decisions that you make and then regret instantly.
I think had the red ring not been in 9,
But it would have been awful.
it would have been much longer.
I think we would still be going.
Although both of you did find the red ring multiple times.
Oh yeah, I did at least twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I call Zarluck. I've coined this term. Anyone who's interested, please check out my channel. I have a separate playlist, and you can observe the kind of luck that I get. But,
I've seen those videos.
It was a fun race, and I have no regrets. And my hats off to Chess. He played well.
The Zarluck
I hope everybody enjoyed that one. That was a good one there.
The Zarluck is definitely legit. I've seen those videos. That's pretty insane.
That was a good one. I was hoping to see a good race here, and this did not disappoint.
Not at all.
Well, I wish you luck in the next round, Chess. Sadly, this is my second loss. I will be out of the tournament now. But again,
not quite yet.
You still got a shot. If you go 2-2,
If
you
you
can
have 2 wins coming out of the Swiss phase, you'll be placed in the make it or break it race to fill out that bracket of, I think it's 20 going into the next phase. In which case, you'll have 1 race, which, as far as I know, it's going to be everybody racing at once. Depending on how you place in that, you may still be in the tournament.
Also, there's like a wild card race. I was unaware of this.
Oh, is that how this works? I
thought that was the wild card
That is going
race.
to be fun.
Is that not one and the same? Or is there a separate one?
That's the one that's taking place on May 6th.
That's the one that I can't make because that's my son's birthday.
Well, it's also my nephew's birthday, so I mean...
I have to. If I only get to 2, then I'm gonna have to not join the race, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
May
like
6th.
If I do, it's gonna be really tight, and even then, I'm probably not even sure.
I can't think of any scenario where I'll be able to play that day. So
Take it that would there even be commentary on a multiple person race like that? I can't imagine how they'd work that, but what
are you gonna have, like 5 restreams?
So many
it would be epic.
So many of the commentators are also racers. So, well, I guess it depends on
who's in.
Which ones are not in that race.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
Did you like
I
that
want-
one, Jeremy?
we know that
that's
no
good to
one
know.
on
Right,
stream
yeah.
can hear you, Jam. Jam's
The voices in our head.
Jam's in our ear, and I'm sure he'd be able to re-stream because he is a good racer, and it will probably already have at least 3 wins. He's already 2-0, correct? I know there is fierce competition.
Yeah, the 1-1 bracket right now is just
But
insane.
but yeah, if it's May 6th, I'm one of the non-racing commentators, but I'm pretty sure I cannot make May 6th. I'm going to be in Atlanta that day. I've got my cousin's getting married, so I'm going to be away for that weekend.
Sure, they'll find somebody.
Yeah. There'll be enough people. Laz, I think, is like volunteering, even though it's not in the forum, but he knows he wants it.
Yeah, one of my first thoughts was Laws is one that's not that doesn't race, that just does commentary. So I'm sure if we get a commentary, Laws will be there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I've really enjoyed the races I've seen. The Zelda community is great. I just want to take a moment to personally thank our restreamers here and our commentary. Isolated Jam, ChessjerkSDA, thank you for making this all happen. It was a great time, and I guess I've got one more shot at this, so I need to practice more. Apparently.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for the kind words, Zardia.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Second that, by the way. Thank you very much.
Hey, don't forget to give everybody a follow.
Absolutely.
Yes. Especially the runners. They deserve it after that 9.
We earned it.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did. You have
that's-
earned your right to sleep tonight.
This is definitely going to go down in tournament lore. We're talking about right alongside the Racer versus Seawolf match from last tournament.
There should be a death fight between those two 9s.
I would watch that.
Just gladiator style.
That was the main competition for Trolley 9s.
Yep.
Often do you get to see 2 full clears of 9? I mean, that never happens.
Oh, we're pretty sure it was a lot more than 2.
Oh, that's, yeah.
I think if we combine your full clears and Zardia's full clears, we probably had about 12.
I figure it's at least 8. That was my guess.
I'm
Had to
guessing
be
12.
at least something around there. It was really something.
Yes,
the double diamond is what threw me off. I swear I must have been to that staircase, and if there's a bomb hole or a staircase, I will miss it.
Someone in chat pointed out, I'll put it out there for anyone watching the restream on YouTube there, that was it Chessjerk's first race lasted under 41 minutes, which was how long he spent in 9. So
Correct.
9 alone took longer than his entire loss to Unos.
And if you guys need even more perspective, Lack Attack would have beaten Vanilla Zelda 1 3 times.
Well, that's for the entire race, not just
Yes.
for 9. But yes, he would have beaten Vanilla Zelda 1 at least once over, and when Czardia forfeited, it was quite possible that Lack could beat Vanilla Zelda 1 twice in the time that it would have taken Czardia to finish off 9. Because it had to be getting pretty close. You spent, what, like 50 minutes in there? Or so before forfeiting?
Sounds about right.
Okay, I'm approximately 47 minutes about, yeah.
Yeah,
Just agree it was a long time.
it was a long
Yeah.
time.
I will say it felt like even longer than that. So,
It often does.
especially when you're doing laps around.
And I imagine you're like 20, 30 minutes in the 9 and you still don't see a dot done. You
Yeah.
gotta be wondering, oh,
I had one
jeez.
eye on the screen, thinking it's going to happen any moment now because
Yeah.
I'm just going around and around in circles. And
Yeah, but yeah, but you were both getting trolled by 9 equally, so it all basically evened out.
But outside of that, it was an incredibly fast scene.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, things went pretty quick.
I think this was the kind of 9 I needed to beat Unos in my first round match. If that had been the 9 the first time, I would have had a shot. But it was not meant to be.
Yeah, that's true. I think the first race I called was somewhat like that. It was very vanilla, very straightforward, and 9 was really just what slowed it down. But it wasn't quite truly like this. It was just enough to keep things from getting too quick, keep things from getting sub-hour. This one,
Yeah.
Jam wants to go to bed.
Okay. And we'll let Jam go to bed.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the race. Good job, Czardia. I wish you luck in future rounds as well.
I'll need it, as you're aware.
All right.
And yeah, thanks again.
All right.
Wish you all a good one, and I'll be looking for more races tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
So on
believe
behalf
we
of
have
both of our
just
runners,
one race
Chessjerk
for tomorrow.
And Zardia. Go ahead.
Yes, we have, looks like just one race tomorrow because it is Easter Sunday. A lot of people will be busy, but we do have a race at 2 p.m. on East Coast between Karakorn, VI, and Vonky. We not have a location yet. Oh, correction. As I'm looking at the thing, we're seeing that it will be here on JamEvil's channel, and I believe I will be one of the commentators on that one as well. I'm not quite sure yet, but let's look. It does have, yeah, so far the only offer for commentary I see is my own, so I think it'll be me and a partner to be named later. And that'll be at 2 o'clock here on Jam's channel. So we'll see you then. I'm CyberChowX, and this is my partner, Isolated999. Good night.
Night.
Have a good night. We'll see many of you tomorrow if you happen to be there. If not, probably Monday when the races start to kick back up a little bit.
Happy Easter, everyone.